Mummy's blanding you, and look at my really clip. His little under bit of his neck's really hard. But yeah, I'm going to come up with my livery man's little like trimmers, I think, just to smarten it off a bit. But that should keep him cool, I hope. Cooler. Quite nice and clean underneath, I was quite surprised. Guess who I've got annoying doggy with me? Yes. Right. Not too bad. He's been a bit of a fidget. Not in a bad way, but a fidget as in he wants to know what we're doing. So it's been a bit of a struggle. And as long as we don't look too close at these bits, they look okay from afar. Weeks. I might neaten those up a bit. And I've trimmed the mane. It's not very good, but I've trimmed it. For me, that's pretty good. I'm trying to do it in increments. Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog in the Nico Does Dressage series. Duchy. Heading to Duchy. Used to go to college there, so done a couple of side sail events there. Strange to be going there for dressage. But we are doing my quest, so an individual, and we're also doing a team quest. So we are doing 2 intro tests this time. Yeah, looking forward to it actually. Be interesting to see what he's like at a different venue. He's never been to Duchy before. He will be his first time that he's been ridden, then had his tack off, had a little break, and then been ridden again. So yeah, we'll see. Good boy. Plaits by torchlight. I think I've done a fairly good job here. I think Lucy would be proud. I told you I could plait, I just don't like doing it. And I didn't like doing it. He's filthy, but we'll gloss over that. Good boy. This I'm already. Do you look filthy on the other side? We've hot clothed you, haven't we? So what will be, will be. Hey. Good boy. See you in the morning, please keep your plaits in. Good boy. You're a handsome Neeks. Nico. Nico. No, too busy looking over there. Nico. Good boy. Your face looks a bit green. Good boy. Handsome. Yum.
On the surface, we've been fine. Keep the problems out of sight and out of mind. You got patience, I get high, and I can't even find the words to tell you why. So I keep you at a distance, but there's something in me screaming. I don't wanna listen.
So our My Quest intro 1. Just having a little tootle around the arena to familiarise himself with it, as he's obviously never been to Duchy before. He wasn't too keen on the judges' box at sea. But other than that, he wasn't that lucky. It's obviously a college, so although it's a weekend, there's still students around and stuff going on, so there is quite a lot to look at. Anyway, on to the test. So here we scored a 6.5 and the judge said purposeful entry and above the bit. And for this we got a 7. Definitely think his bending has improved on his circles. He's being a bit more supple. And he was paying quite a lot more attention to me, I thought, today. And then for this move we got a 6.5 and they said obedient but coming above the bit. Because he's so young, I don't like to fuss too much about him going on the bit. I just think it will come in time, so I'm absolutely fine with that. And then for this move we got a 7 again, which I'm really happy about, because I think having to do 2 half circle right 10 meters for a 4-year-old or 4.5-year-old is quite challenging, so I'm pretty pleased that we got a 7. Then we got a 6.5 for this, and they said could be more on the aids. He is always a little bit sluggish to get back into trot when we do the dressage test. Again, that will come in time. So when we do this circle left 20 metres, the lady before had the horses being taken out to the field, and I had all the students coming back from taking the horses out to the field. So he did lose a little bit of concentration here. So we got a 6 for this, and they said could be more into the contact and more inside bend. I think a 6 was pretty kind, because he was literally like, oh, what's going on over there? And then here we got our very first score of 4. And you can see he's not quite paying attention, and he did do a little jog there, which is what the judge said, jogging, so it's fair enough. So for our change of the rein in a free walk we got a 7, and the judge said promising. He did settle down again after this point. All the students had gone back into the yard, so we couldn't see them anymore. So we scored a 7 for this 20-metre circle. It does feel like you are walking forever. So you feel like you kind of want to kick on, but you can't. You just have to do what you're told, what your test says. But I chose to transition to working trot pretty soon after X, so that I could get him bending better into the corner.
And I can't even find the words to tell you why. So I keep you at a distance.
I did find that corner quite tight, but it was just me because Lucy didn't find it tight. So anyway, the change of rein, we got a 7, and the judge said could be more supple on the turns, which is fine. And then for our turn down the centre line, we got another 7, and the judge said we were very straight. And the elusive halt immobility salute. We got a 6.5, and the judge said fell onto left shoulder in halt. So we need to nail this halt, because this happens a lot. Intro 1 done. You've been a very good boy, haven't you? Yeah. He's a bit lazy, so I think he's a bit tired after that hack yesterday. But he was good in the indoor, a couple of other horses in there, and the test is in the outdoor. He was more interested in some students that were walking past. Bless him. He's so nosy, but otherwise he's very good. And you? He's like, I was. So I'm just learning my other test. Intro 2 next. So on to our team quest, because Lucy and Lizette were also joining us later in the day. They were doing prelims. I must confess, I was the only person in the team quest intro class. So I confess I really didn't try. Having no competition is not good for me. I'd already decided before I even got to Duchy that I was going to focus my efforts on the individual, because there were other people in the individual. So yes, this is not my best riding. Anyway, for the first bit, entering working trot, proceed down the centre line without halting, track right. I got a 7, and she said fairly straight, could be more supple on the turn. So for this sort of serpentine-y thing, we got a 6, and the judge said could be more forward and losing the bend. I don't really like the intro 2 test, like it just feels like I'm changing rein a lot of the time. Much prefer the intro 1. I feel like because there's not as much of this one that I get more opportunity to overthink it and get lost. So for this move we got a 6.5, and she said could be more supple again. And then here she said not paying attention, and we got a 6. I'm not actually sure what he was looking at. because the students weren't around, so obviously something just caught his eye, but anyway, it's fine. And then we got a 6 for our free walk, and the judge said needs to march on and stretch forward and down. Now this is probably my fault, because this was the first time that he had ever been ridden, had his tack off, chilled out for a bit, and then gotten on again. And as you'll have seen, I was kind of trying to learn my test in between. I had learnt it, but I wanted to refresh my memory before I went in. And before we knew it, we were like, oh, we need to tack up. And I was kind of like, he won't need much warming up, he'll be fine. And I definitely should have given him more time to warm up, really. But we learn anyway. So for our transition into working trot, we got a 7. And then for this change of rein in working trot, we got another 7. And then for this circle, I write 20 metres and allow the horse to stretch, taking up the reins before returning to A. I did try to get him to come down a little bit, but he wasn't really feeling it. Again, probably down to my lack of giving him adequate time for warming up. And we got a 6, and the judge said needs to show more stretching. Totally agree with that. Then we changed the rein again, and we got a 7 for this. I was really pleased with him though, like having never had his tack off and had a chill and then had his tack back on, he just went in and did his job, bless him, such a good little lad. So we got a 6.5 for our transition to medium walk, with the judge saying could have more inside bend. Yeah, that's fine. You can literally see from the video that I wasn't really trying. Then we got a 7 for our half circle 10 metre diameter. And then for our halt and mobility salute, we got a 6 again. Halt, not square, we drifted. Definitely working on the halts.
So we just read the schools and someone's got his first dressage racet, haven't you? And it's a red one. Clever boy. Clever boy. He's like, I really don't care, just give me all the haylage. Good boy, you're so clever. Here you go. Try and get his attention again. It's like, I don't care. What? Why are you knocking, you weirdo? Good boy. You got a red filly. Got a red filly. Good boy. Clever, aren't you? He's like, yeah, I've tried to eat it though. I am. Yep, yes. Eating it. Good boy. You having fun? Mm-hmm. Do you like dressage more now?
A little bit.
Boy. Boy.
Accurate depiction of equestrian life right now. I've literally got my head torch there. Anyway, it's a couple of days later. Really pleased with my boy. Can't believe he got 2 red fillies. So we came first in our individual, where there were other competitors. And we also came first in Team Quest. Technically, we won because no other teams won, but I reckon we would have won anyway because, you know, we were like perfect. I'm joking, of course. But yeah, really chuffed with him. Obviously, he's never been to Duchy before. Can't see him now, can you?
Oh, take 572, like my storage on my phone. Ugh. Don't hate when that happens. I literally did these vlogs to start clearing my phone. Obviously I have kept too many videos of dressage because it takes such a long time. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm really chuffed with Nico. First time at Duchy, he was super duper chilled, did not bat an eyelid at anything really. He was better in the indoor. The indoor was really nice and light compared to Coleraine, so that was nice. And the outdoor, lovely surface. I actually really liked Duchy. More than I remembered actually, and all the helpers and everyone were brilliant, so big thumbs up to Duchy. I did actually email them today and I was like, oh, thank you, we had a lovely time. So big up to them. He didn't bat an eyelid at having his tack taken off, having a little break and having his tack put back on, so that was really good. my fault. I should have given him a bit more of a warm-up, but I was thinking that he probably wouldn't need much because he didn't have much gas in the tank anyway after the hack that he did the day before. Yeah, we learn for next time. I only did 2 because we were going all the way to Duchy. Like normally I'd only do 1 test anyway. It was a very successful day. It was very nice obviously to get a frilly, 2 frillies, 2 red frillies. So yeah, very, very happy with Nico. He keeps upping his scores. So we're still in the 64 club. But we got 64.77%, I think, for the intro 1, which was our individual. So that is still better than our last one, which was 64.55 on the sheet. For our team one, we did go down a little bit, but I'll take the blame for that because I just didn't try. As I said, there was no one else in it, so I was like, yeah. So yeah. Very happy with him. I didn't forget the tests, so that was also improvement on last time where I forgot where to transition in the intro 2 last week. So yeah, all in all, a good day out, and would go again. Anyway, if you liked the latest instalment of Nico Does Dressage, then please hit the like button and pop a button on the subscribe. Oh my god, I'm not making any sense, but you know what I mean. And until next time, probably another dressage vlog. That seems to be all we're doing at the moment, but one day we will get the elusive 65, and his marks are going up. Like if he'd not got that 4 for the jogging, if he'd got a 6 or a 7, we would have got a 66 score or a 67 score. So yeah, marks are going up. We are getting more 7s, which is the main thing. Scores are going up, all going in the right direction. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll stop waffling. Over and out. Bye.
On the surface, we've been fine. Keep the problems out of sight and out of mind. You got patience, I get high, and I can't even find the words to tell you why. So I keep you at a distance.